Hi friends, it's Deb. I am doing the May update for the Eyes Project Pan. This was created by myself just as a way to get use out of my eyeshadows without committing to any of the long-term projects like pan your palette or pan that palette, pan your eyeshadows, Project Level Up, any of those. I think they're amazing, amazing projects created by amazing people, but I just don't wear makeup often enough to really be successful in any of those. So I just needed a way to have fun with my eyeshadows and still be able to show off what I was doing. So the social media hashtag is EYES 2023, which stands for Enjoy Your Eyeshadows. It started on the 4th of January and ends at the end of the year. Monthly updates on or around the 4th. I am very late, very sorry. A group of really awesome ladies joined me in this project, so I will have everyone linked down below. And the rules are, there are no rules, but I am asking if you would, on the monthly updates, just to give me your peek and your pit. What was your favorite palette, your favorite shade, your favorite formula, your favorite look, and what was your least favorite? I don't think I have mine written down yet, what my peak and my pit were, so I guess we'll just go through the looks that I did. There were only 4 this whole last month. Yeah, it's been rough, and then we will kind of decide. On the 18th of April, I did my first look, and I used the base shade from the Norvina palette. I just used that, you know, as my brow bone setting shade. And then I went in with my Menagerie Flight Club palette. And when I do my purple look, we'll call it, I always use these 2 shadows here in my crease. And then I use After Dark in the outer corner. And then I use this one on the inner corner. And then I tap some of this kind of on the middle. Yeah, it's very simple actually. And then I have been really liking a white matte inner corner. So I've been going into the Lost in Los Angeles and just grabbing for the white matte color in here. So yeah, just a very easy look to do and one that I enjoy doing. So I do it quite a lot and I think it's pretty. I enjoy myself in purple. The next look that I did, first of all, let me explain myself. This was a day I wasn't filming and it was really late in the evening and I decided I felt well enough just to come in here and play with makeup. So I did this look. So the bottom is before I did lashes, and because I wasn't filming, and it was late, I wasn't even going to do mascara. But then I decided I wanted to try that trick with fake lashes where you cut them into thirds and apply them, and it's supposed to be easier. And on one eye, they're really bold, and the other eye, listen, it was crazy. It was a mess. It is not easier for me to cut that. But this look was done on the 20th of April, and I went into this palette for the first time, the Nomad Feet de Provence. This one. This is the palette I used, and I had really been just craving kind of like a yellow sunsetty kind of look, and so I started off with this yellow here in my crease, the one with the really cool bee in it, and then I just went with some of these terracotta-y oranges, and I just had fun with this palette. Like, there was really no plan in mind, and I really liked this palette a lot. Then when I was all done with the look, I kind of wanted just a little bit of sparkle, so I took my ColourPop Ice Dream and put it through probably the first half, maybe a bit more of the lid. And then I took my eyeliner from About Face, this one's called Eternal Sunshine, and I put this in the waterline, and I thought it turned out really good. And I would have loved, loved to have done my lashes how I normally do them, and had pictures, you know, of the forward and sideways of like a real done look. But anyway, I thought the colors were beautiful and I wanted to share it anyway. On the 25th of April, I went back into the Lost in Los Angeles palette and I took the matte white as my brow bone shade, and then I tapped back and forth between this green and this blue for my crease shade. Then I came in here and I took Orion's Belt from Terra Moons and I put that on the outer half of my lid. And I took Tempest from Sydney Grace and put that on the inner half. And then on the inner corner, I used Baubles from Glaminatrix. Stunning. It was so pretty. And then for my lower lash line, I used mostly along almost the entire lash line, I used Roxy from Urban Decay. And then just on this little piece right here in the inner corner, I used Urban Decay's Freak. I really, really liked this look. It was just bright and it was happy. And it never translates well when I take pictures, but just in person and like, oh, so, so, so pretty. Absolutely loved it. For today's look, which I'm filming today on the 8th of May, I wanted to do a reddish look because I have red nails, which isn't something I do a lot, but I really liked it. Initially, I had planned on using the Glamlite Red Cherry. Is it the Cherry Icy palette, the Red Icy palette? I don't have it. I thought I did, but anyway, so I ended up pulling out instead the BH Sweet Shop Cherry on Top palette, and this was lovely to work with. Holy cow, I had not used this one yet. In my crease to start with, I used the lightest shade, and then I mixed these two for my whole lid. I put this on my outer corner. I put this on the outer, probably third of my lid. I put this one on the very inner corner, and then I topped these two over the whole lid, and I thought it turned out really pretty. And then I just took the matte white again from Lost in Los Angeles and put that on my brow bone in my inner corner, and I really, really like it today. I wish that the pictures would do it justice, like the sparkle and flip that I see, but fortunately that's not what happens. And then for the inner part, I did go in and top it with Ice Dream again. And the liners that I used today, I used Psychedelic Sister, which is a purple. I just used it right out here, just the tiny, tiny, tiniest bit instead of doing like a black or a brown. I used my Urban Decay waterline, the black, on the upper tight line and lower waterline. I took Love Drug from Urban Decay and did almost the entire lower lash line here. And then on the very little tiny inner corner part right here, I used Extra Frosting from ColourPop. So that is how today's look happened. So overall, I got through quite a few different liners and eyeshadows for only doing 4 looks this month. A peak and a pit. Is there something I didn't love? Okay, yes. My peak, I think I'm just going to give to my blue look. My blue look that I did on the 25th of April. I really just love how that entire look turned out. I loved just how the different shadows layered together. I like how the eyeliners looked with it. I thought that look wore well, and just it was so pretty, and I was just so happy with it. And my pit, I am going to give to the ColourPop liner in Extra Frosting. This is so underwhelming to me. Here, I'll swatch it right here on my hand. It is so boring, like, oh my god, so boring. And I have it in a project right now for uses, and I am struggling. So anyway, that is Eyes. My update for the month of May. Holy moly. What was your favorite look that I did? And do you agree with my peak and my pit? Or would you have chosen something else? I'm curious. Anyway, that's it. Thank you so much for giving me a few minutes of your time. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you're having a really good day or night, and I love you. Okay, bye. Every single update, I forget to speak about my Norvina palette. So a group of people decided to use this as their Pan That palette this year. And those are Jaylon, Valerie, Kim, Jen, and myself. Jen does not have this palette. She has one of the larger palettes, so she's using that. And I'm not doing a Pan That palette. I'm using it as a focus palette. So if I don't know what to use, I'll reach for this. Yeah, would I like to see pans in this year? Of course I would. Is it happening? No. This is what my pan is looking like. Essentially identical to what it looked like last month. So I am not going to bother with here's what it looked like last month and this month, because it's the same. So anyway, oh my gosh, next month I'm going to remember to say that. Okay, bye for real. Not only do I look like I have rabies, I look like I have rabies and cried about it. There is a group of, I'm distracted by this piece of glass. Where did you come from? What did I break? I did hear something crash the other day, but what? Where did you come from? And I used the matte white on my brow bone. And then I tapped back and forth between this green and the blue for my inner, nope, that's not what I did. Anyway, I hope everyone is doing well. Please like, comment, and subscribe. That's not even how I say that. Oh my God, I'm so confused.